Good evening, and welcome to the first edition of World Gun News here on YouTube. Coming every weekday with good, bad, and ridiculous news in the world of firearms. It's Tuesday, the 2nd of May 2023, and here are today's headlines. In a classic slice of clown world, we've got a report concerning a cyber attack on a UK rifle club. Over in Canada, we have an update on the Canadian government proposing a ban on assault-style firearms. Pardon me. There's a surprising story coming out of Israel, of all places, which we'll look forward to a little later, and some great news coming out of Colorado around the teachers and some of those solutions that we all would like to find. I have been seeing reports today about the cyber attack on the United Kingdom's National Small Bore Rifle Association, which has resulted in a group of criminals obtaining a nice friendly database full of information telling them exactly where they need to go to steal firearms. Apparently, the UK's National Crime Agency is assessing the level of risk after the NSRA confirmed the data belonging to some of its members had been compromised. When approached for a statement, the NSRA said it could not reveal who the hack had affected because the organisation has no access to the servers, although, interestingly, it seems the criminals did. What's going on there? To my mind, this highlights one of the key downfalls of a centralised register for all firearms in a country. UK shooting groups and associations are strongly recommending their members be vigilant around home security. As if we're not, anyway. We are assured that firearms are difficult to acquire because of the tight gun controls in the UK. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Policeman, it's not that hard if you've got a database of where they're stored. Over to Canada now, where the Liberal Party are very keen on pushing through their legislation to ban AR-15 style rifles. This is some ongoing legislation which has been in the Canadian Parliament for a while now, with Canadian anti-gun groups becoming a little upset that the bill might be being watered down somewhat. However, lawmakers claim that this will be a very robust and strong comprehensive ban on AR-15 style firearms. The Public Safety Minister, Marco Mendicino, told a news conference, "I want to make it clear that our government is not targeting hunters or law-abiding gun owners. What we're doing is protecting families, protecting our children, protecting our communities." This reporter would like to inform you that there was a horrible shooting in Canada in 2020, which took 22 lives in Nova Scotia. The perpetrator of that shooting was using an AR-15 rifle, which he had brought into the country illegally from Maine in the USA. Aside from this horrible event, not a single Canadian mass shooting involved the use of an AR-15 rifle. So I'm sorry, Mr. Mendicino, but you are most certainly going after law-abiding gun owners. With some of the goings-on I see on Twitter, one has to wonder what on earth is going on in Canada. A surprising story now from a country we rarely hear much about firearms from. Israel has been experiencing a steady and concerning rise in homicides and terror attacks of late, and the National Security Minister, Mr. Ben-Gvir, believes that part of the solution is, and I find myself surprised to say it, to get more guns into the hands of responsible citizens. Yes, folks, that's correct. Israel, that close friend of the United States and the United Kingdom, believe the solution to their problem with rising violent crime is more good guys with guns. Mr. Ben-Gvir noted in social media remarks that casualty figures would have been much higher if armed citizens had not intervened as much as they have. In many attacks that have taken place in recent months, we have seen how important and critical the reaction of armed citizens is, he wrote. This is a critical and life-saving security issue. Plans are afoot to make the process for obtaining illegal firearms more straightforward and to cut through some of the bureaucratic roadblocks which are run into on a regular basis. Right on, Israel. Stack up. Finally now to Colorado, where Ilfus schools will soon have armed staff on campus. Yesterday, the RE1 Valley School Board approved Faculty Administrative Safety Training and Emergency Response. FASTA, I like that. Level 1 training for staff who are qualified and willing to participate, to be scheduled as soon as training dates become available. Participants in the program are completely voluntary and are required to have a Colorado concealed handgun permit. Principal Joe Viglio told the board he does have staff at both the elementary and secondary levels willing to participate, and the community have been supportive of implementing the program. $20,000 has been sequestered from the budget to cover the training, which is fully supported and backed by the local sheriff. It's great to see practical solutions being put into place in Colorado. As we all know, there's little you can do to stop crazy people being crazy, but you can be ready for them. That's about all I have for you this Tuesday evening. I will thank you for taking the time to come along and watch our little reports. If you're watching on YouTube, do please give us a like, and if you like the work we're doing, do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We'd be very grateful, and it helps us enormously. I will be back with you tomorrow evening with more stories from around the globe. Until then, my very best wishes to you all, and as always, stay peaceful.